Welcome back. So since we have now the button for actually creating a new user, it's time to create a component so we can create a new user. But before I do that, I'm going to delete this old customer component here. Now this is the single component that I built in the beginning and we kind of used inside the list right here. But now I want to get rid of it because, well, I just put in the information I need in the list. And let's just keep it there for now, and then later you can always create a custom component if you want to for actually dragging that information in. But for now, let's just delete it because I want to show you something here. So I'm going to delete this guy, he's out of the way, but when I do that, it actually doesn't clean up all the things I needed to clean up. So if I were to run this system right now, it would actually get an error. Let me try and show you this. You get an error down here because when you delete a component, you also have to go and clean up inside the app module actually. So jumping into the app module right here, you'll see when I scroll up, that now there's actually a guy missing here, the customer component. So I'm going to remove him here. And then I'm getting a new exception when I scroll down, and that's this guy. So I'm going to remove him as well and save this. So now the customer component is gone completely, and hopefully we can start using and creating our new customer component. But we're still getting an error. So let's have a read here and see. Length undefined. Let's just stop the system and start it again. Again, when we play around with the app module, sometimes things just blow up and you'll have to restart your server. I don't know if they're figuring this out in the CLI team, but I can live with it. It's not a big thing. You just have to restart now and then to see if things are still running. Every time you get things that just act weird, try to do a restart, and there we go. Let's see if our program is still running. We have the customers right here, and let's just refresh once, and hopefully these guys will pop up. Maybe not. There we go. So we just had to connect to the server, which we're down right now. There we go. Sweet, we're up and running again. So let's try and recap a bit here. You guys should know now how to actually create a new component. Do you guys remember? Try and figure it out. You can pause the video and try it out yourself because I'm starting right now, so you guys have to hurry. So I'm going into the customers folder, and here I'm going to create a new component for generating new customers, right? So I'm going to make an ng for Angular stuff, generate G, right? Component, C, right? And then I'm going to call this customer create, something like this. Now, there are other names for this, but that's what I'm going to call it. And now it switches here and creates the customer create folder. So when I click the customers here, I have my new customer create right here. Now, next thing I want to do for this lesson is pretty much just everything is here now, ready to use. But I want to kind of also start using this guy actually inside my app module so that I have a route for this new creation right here. So I'm going into the app module, and here we have the different routes available for now. And right now I'm just going to make a new path right here that's going to go to customers new. Again, we can also call it create. It's really up to you. It's just a name for now. So I'll just call it create now. And then I'm going to use my customer create component here when I actually hit that URL. Saving. And we're going to try and check out what we actually got right here. Jumping back to the code. And right now I can't press the new sign, but I can go to customers/create and see where we're going. And there we go. Customer create works. Sweet. So now we have that available. We just need to kind of link this guy up so he actually redirects to the customer create. So let's do that as the final thing. Jumping into the customer list right here. Here we have our click event. And let's just make a click here and say create customer, something like that. And that's a function that I need to now go into my TS file and create a notice. A lot of this is now rinse and repeat, right? I'm doing the same thing over and over because now we kind of figured out most of the things that we need. Now we just have to redo them every time we need to make something new, and that's just coding. That's just coding. So going and grabbing the router right here because I want to navigate to a new URL, and let me just remove the console log there. I want to navigate right here, so I'm just going to copy this part right here and paste it into my new method. Now I want to go to something else. I want to go to customers create right here. I'm going to remove all this. There we go. I'll save this, jumping back to my view, and now when I click this, hopefully I go to the page. I don't have the back button or anything like that now, but that was how fast I could set up a new component and actually navigate to it. You know, that's pretty powerful. You can really start developing software now. See you in the next lesson where we'll continue building this create function. Have fun.